Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to something new on the channel, Foundation on the Radio Man 03. It's awesome to have you along. Good morning, Gold Dragon. Hey, Shelly. Something new, Foundation. You guys recommended this one. It was highly suggested to me as well. So I thought we'd give this one a whirl and see what we thought of Foundation. I picked it up over the weekend. Let me give you the background on it. Steam for $29.99. This is the 1.9.2. This is the most recent update. It was just a few days ago that they did update the game. It came out in February 2019. The developer and the publisher is Polymorph Games. I picked it up on Steam. Foundation is a gridless, laid-back medieval city building game with a focus on organic development, monument construction, and resource management. It's got very positive reviews. Hey, Delroy, thanks for being here. Morris, hello. So I thought we'd give this a whirl. I played a couple hours over the weekend, and I had a really good time with it. We'll keep it kind of simple, I guess. There's 3 different maps here, and I think there's we could generate a new map down here too. So like I can go here, and then I could do this, and we could pick kind of what our river system would look like, and then they've got the hills here too, which you could of course randomize that also. And then there's some original maps down here. I don't know much about these. These are obviously the original maps, and maybe they're just kind of there. It's already decided for you. That's what they look like. We're here now. We got some random generation, which is pretty cool. There's a narrow river, which could play fun for maybe some bridges on it. Let's do that. Let's just do the snake. Call it Snake Valley or something like that. Let's do that one. No mods found. If you wish to play with mods, first visit the mods thing. There we go. Okay, so there are mods for the game as well. Delroy, played this a bit when it first came out, enjoyed it. There just wasn't much to it at the time. Right, so that's why sometimes it's nice to just not jump on it right away and let little time go by, you know? Let's see here. A new beginning. After a long journey throughout the realm, your people finally reach new lands. Your lands. Territories you were asked to settle for reasons of your own. Your villagers await your command. They are eager to advise your first steps if you require so. Let me hear your advice. Okay, the first piece of advice comes from the eldest of your villagers. He suggests you consider basic needs when settling down. Berries for your people, stone and wood for your construction efforts. The rest will find its way. Let's put this advice into practice. There we go. All right, so we're going to look around and see what we've got here for property. These are our chunks that we can settle on, and we need to decide which ones we want. You can see we've got a little bit of berry bushes here, and we've got a little bit of stone, and then you've got your trees, of course, for the wood, all that pretty typical stuff right there. Same here, you got some stone, you got some berries. I think each piece does kind of have that. The one thing that I think I need to pay attention to this time is ore. You can see here, this is the ore right here, this kind of this green colored stuff, and I didn't have access to that last time. Well, when I played for a couple hours just to see how the game played and if I liked it or not. And I did, I enjoyed it very much. And then we've got this over here too. This is kind of unusual. Got berries and rocks, but man, there's very few trees. There is a person that can plant trees, and there is the ore over here too. There's some fish down here as well, so fishing is going to be a thing. I kind of like this piece. I just don't know what it butts up to. It's got a little bit of everything to it here. We've got your rocks, you got your berries. But you got industrial here, and then you'd have residential over here. You'd have to expand pretty quick, and there's just not much left over there to expand to. At least it doesn't look like it. We've got a hillside here. This one looks pretty nice, but again, I don't see any ores nearby to this location here. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. There's some across the way here. There's more pieces here, so we can decide where we want to build, of course, at the beginning here. We have to take a look and see. There's no water here. This one's not bad either, but it's right up on the edge. I don't kind of like that idea too much about being up on the edge. I do like the fact that this has got the ore, though, over here. The stone's over here, too, so like industrial would be all over here, and you'd start out your residential over here. Eventually, you can purchase another piece of land that attaches to what you're building on. I don't see anything else that attaches here, though, or is that something that opens up maybe later on down the road? You see, we've got here, and then we've got over here, too. Again, there's no river here, so it kind of defeats the purpose of us having a river, but I don't kind of like how this river's got the really steep banks. It's got some really steep embankments on it here. Hey, Jason. Thanks for the watch streak. What do you think? Maybe this one here? We don't worry too much about ore at the moment, because we're going to have trade too, so it seems silly for me to not have ore, though. Decisions. I'm kind of leaning towards this one up here, right here. Maybe with this one here, we have access to this ore here, and maybe, hopefully, something will open down here where we could sprawl out the village down towards the water's edge. I'm going to grab this one here. I'm going to do it. We're not right next to the river, but I'm hoping I can get us down to the river this direction. It makes me nervous because we got so many of these that are already open, you know? Does this open up eventually, these blank areas? I'm going to guess and say it does. So I'm going to go this route here, because then I can put all the industrial stuff kind of over on this side of the hill. They'll be traveling back and forth over the top of this hill to get back and forth. We could even do some tree growing over here and chopping, and all that can be done over here. And this could be turned into residential over here, is what I'm thinking. I'm going to do it. All right, are we moving time along? We are. Let's just hit pause. Just space bar. Okay. Advice, placing your village center added. Okay. Village center. This determines where our people spawn in and where they get busy, getting busy. So if we have our stone, because there is industrial zones, so people aren't going to be wanting to live next to the noise. So all of our noise is going to go out here. But our residents and where we greet new people coming to town, I think we'll put right about... We're going to have some berry picking here. Maybe this would be a good place for a future bakery and sort of a commercial district over here. So maybe we have our folks kind of chime in right about here. Let's go meet our folks. Who do we got here? I think they're amazing little people. Village Center, small resource depot. Nothing to report. Okay. These are our folks that we're starting out with right here. I think they are incredibly cute. And I love the way the camera blurs in and out a little bit, depending on where you are down here with them, watching them move around. They're quite busy little people. So we're going to get them busy on some work now. But those are our folks in town. And we click on each one of them and we'll get information about them. Water, food, 50%, of course. They're not going to be completely happy at the moment because there's not much food and everything else. But we'll take care of that. But you can do that, and then you can actually you can follow them, which eventually becomes a thing because you want to keep them from having to travel too far back and forth to work. What do we got here? Choosing your... Okay, advice, placing your village... Did I get all of this taken care of? Advice, placing your village center. Okay. And then what? Advice, placing your village center completed. Okay, new advice to be heard. If people would like to help you settle down. The second piece of advice comes from a young, enterprising villager. Rather than simply letting everyone fend for themselves, she suggests you organize laborers in workplaces, builders in their workshop, woodcutters at their lumber camp, berry gatherers at their hut, and so on. Let's put this advice into practice. Placing a builder's workshop. Okay, a builder's workshop. Let's go ahead and slide this guy right over into here. We're going to work you right into here. If you hold down control, and then you could just take your mouse and rotate the building. You can see little white balls on there. Those are connecting points that you want to keep aware of. Builder's workshop and build. Builder's workshop has been placed. And then we have to assign workers down here, so let's go ahead and put, we'll put 3 of them on there right now. Next. Okay, we did that. I guess I've got to keep moving. I got to turn the game back on. Assign a builder completed. Build to workshop. All completed. Okay. What's next? Advice. Building a lumber camp added. Okay. A lumber camp. Lumber camp. Again, it's going to be noisy, so we're going to put it out here where it's not going to be bothering our citizens. I don't know if this has a negative impact on, say, the marketplace, having the red there. I don't know if it does that, but you can see it's got a pretty big, radius to it. Maybe I can get most of that circle outside over to this other side here, and it won't matter quite so much. You can also see little green arrows here to help you know which direction they're going to be traveling in on that. Okay. We're going to let them build that log camp now. Here they go. And the big word that caught me was organic and laid back, because I do like to be laid back. Pretty cool that they're going to cut their own paths in the direction that they travel, and you're going to see that happen really quick. You can see it's already starting right now, but it's pretty cool. You can designate who does what job as well. So you can be picky as to who you want doing the job, which I think later on down the road, when it's going to have to be that way, we're going to have to decide, because they don't want to travel far, of course, back and forth to work. Do we have this ready to go? No, we need 5 tools to put that together. You can see down here what is required for the construction. She is bringing those over right here at the moment. And she plops them in. Look at her go. We'll follow along with the tutorial here so you guys get a feel for it. It's a nice little tutorial, I think. And then we want to get, we'll get a couple people on the wood cutting right there. Boom, we just do that. Now we can come in here and we can actually decide who we want doing these jobs. You can get picky like that about it. You can really swap it around and move it around a little bit. And then here we've got extraction. So we need to decide where we want our trees to be cut down. And we're going to put a forester in too. So I'm going to go ahead and have him remove. They can go ahead and cut these trees down right through here. And then we're going to have a guy come along and plant those trees. And then just right click to back out of that. Village aspirations. Let's get everybody moving again. I keep hitting pause. Okay, advice. Gathering food added. Okay, beautiful. All right, next is food. We're going to push pause again, and we have a gathering hut. Now, this is where we get to our berries, our food. Our food, our food, our food. You can see they come in from all different directions on this one here. Some of this I didn't know the first time I tried it out, so this is good. Oh, sorry. Build. There we go. I'm going to put that right there. And we'll get them busy on that. What else is here? Do we have reforestation. Okay, so let's see. The reforestation, I think I've got a building for that too. The forester camp. Okay, so the forester camp, again, we're going to be down here. We're going to put him right next to the woodcutter. Makes sense that he would be right here. Chop down the logs and then process those logs. And it looks like there's an entranceway over here on the front side right there. I don't see any other. Let's move in a little bit so I can see this better too. The buildings are really cute. You guys are going to love the buildings if you haven't seen this already. Let's build that right there. And then we're going to go ahead and we'll do that. And then we're going to go ahead and reforestation area is going to be more or less the same area that we're cutting the trees down in. We're going to have him reforest this whole area right here. And let's have him also do some reforestation right along here. And that's where our stone is going to be. So we're going to do a little forestation right through here too. You just kind of paint it. You paint what you want. And then boom, right click out of there. Okay, so now we've got that going, and we've got our forester's cabin down. They will cut those trees down and get rid of those trees for us. Let's get in here so you guys can see them working. You hear the little frogs croaking and stuff? Gathering food. Did they get that built? Let's go ahead and see if they've got that built. Our berry... oops, sorry. Went too fast. No, but let's go ahead and we can tell them to prioritize the building of that right there. And they will get busy on that and actually get that done. We'll assign some berry pickers to it. Eventually, not too far down the road here, we'll put a second berry picker building down there. They just can pick and pick and pick and pick. It never turns nighttime. I haven't seen it really turn cold. I've not seen weather. It's really very laid back. It's just all about this kind of management right here. And of course, it's going to be more than this down the road. But at the start here, this is what we're doing. We've got people who are unemployed. Right here you can see I got 5 villagers unemployed, and we're waiting. As soon as this is up and running, we'll get them on there. You could speed it up, of course. We're just about done here. Just about done. I guess what I could do is I could go over here and add one more worker to that, and then they're not unemployed and they're just helping out. So residential, we're going to put right up in here. We're going to start residential here. We're going to save this area. There is a way to... The forbidden land to build on at the moment is going to be... well, let's hold off on that for now. Let's hold off. Let's get this going here. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, and 3 berry pickers. Boom. Those guys will get busy. We just need to grab up a few berries. You can see them heading out here right now. Dun, da, da, da. Pick those berries. Oh, okay. So this is what I failed to do this last time. They're like, hey, what you want us to pick something? You do need to do that right there. Now they're going to come out, and now they're going to pick. I accidentally erased that on my test world over the weekend, and I couldn't figure out why no one was picking up berries. There we go. Okay, the forest camp has been built. We're going to put 1 forester in there. There we go. We have no one unemployed now. So, we have some new advice. Let's slow them down so you guys can get a good look at them. Back and forth they go. We have now our food. We have our residential area. I'm willing to bet we need new advice. Your people would like to help you settle down the town. Okay. Now that you have organized your laborers, you can see to their needs and happiness. Make sure they have access to fresh water and housing. As for food, you will first need people to store and distribute the berries they collected. From there, your village will have everything to welcome its first wave of immigrants. Let's put this advice into practice. Accumulating food added. Okay. We are going to get ourselves a granary. And so they don't have to travel far. We'll put it over here too. It's a really cool little building. It's got a nice little hoist on it back here. Looks like the entrances are on the side over here though. This is where they're going to be coming in and out of this thing. So I'm going to put it right here next to the berry guys. We'll build that right there. We're going to need 5 stones. So, did I get my stone thing figured out? Let's see. Aha, there's the stone cutter camp. We're going to put that right next to the log cutters. And again, we could turn that so their entranceway winds up being kind of lined up with those guys over there. Maybe they'll use this little path right here to get in and out. I'm going to do that right there. It's going to take 5 tools, and we only have 15 tools. So, and then don't forget to do the extraction point, which is right there. Bingo. We'll get that stone cutter up and running because we need that in order to even get this building off the ground here. We need 5 stone, which means we'll probably take, where do we take somebody off? We're not going to take anybody off of food, but I think at the lumber camp I will take somebody off of that. Accumulating food, build a granary, assign a new transporter, assign berries to a granary. Okay, so we got to do the whole granary thing for that. And do we have residential? We don't have residential build yet. Houses are not a thing at the moment. We can't do residential. Let's prioritize the stone cutter. And we'll speed them up a little bit too. You can see the forester's got some new trees going on in here. So this area is always going to have some trees growing in it, and it should keep it from looking too grubby, you know? Yeah, I do need a well, you're right. I don't believe it's actually prompted me to make the well yet. Can I do a well? No, I can't do the well yet. I've got to do the granary items first, and then the well comes up, which I think is, I know, a little odd, but we'll do what we're doing here. What's this? Resource storage, storing food. Okay, we'll dismiss that. We're working on that building right now. All right, the stone guy it's ready. I have no extra workers, so I'm going to take somebody off of here. I want to go. Let's see. We're going to go. Ordolf is coming off of there. And then we can do the stonecutter camp and add one there. Boom. Okay. I could probably take a builder off of here and get the stone even faster. Let's see how quickly they actually get the stone going here. Who's my stonemason? Here he comes. He's got a pickaxe. Here we go. Here we go. There it is. There it is. He has arrived for work. He's like, I'm going to get that rock. We need some rock. I think I'm going to put a second person on this, I think. Let's see how he does. He's at 2 times the speed. He's got 1 rock there. We need 4 more. So it's going to take him a tick to do that. Let's go ahead and grab one more person. Let's grab one of our builders out of here. I'm clicking the wrong side. Builder 2, Malaysia. Sibilina, I'm going to take you off of that. Okay, and I'm going to put you on over here. Oh, wrong click. There we go. And a second worker right there. Boom. Okay. That should get us going on the stone pretty well. We've got food coming in, 43 berries. We've got 10 cloth. That's all we have at the moment. So we're working towards getting a trade route opened up, is what we're doing. Our progression is at 2. We have 0 happiness. Yeah, food and water. I understand this. We need residential too. We're working on it. 2 out of the 5 stones. So once we have this granary up, we'll be able to move on to the next step. Hey, Darren Cassell. Good morning. System, I want to offer... Oh, hold on a second, you guys. We'll let them keep doing what they're doing there. Sorry about that, guys. I'll take care of the annoyance there in chat. Okay, so how we doing? We're almost there, huh? All right, beautiful. Beautiful. Our granary will be up and running. All will be good. We'll have a place to put our berries. Can I tell it to do that yet? Not yet. It needs to be completely built. And we're going to have an employee there, too. So I think we'll take somebody off of berries and put them on the warehouse here. We're almost ready to have... travelers come in. Almost. The initial setup is just about here. They're working on it just as fast as they can. Well, actually, they're not. I can go 1 more speed. But then that's just, I don't know. I like to see them. I like to see them move about a little bit here. Let's take 1 person off of our berries. Who is doing the worst? Nobody really is. But we're going to take you off of there and put you on here. And then what we also want to do is assign a resource, and we are going to assign berries to that right there. There we go. Advice accumulating food completed. $100 reward. Ooh, very nice. Thank you very much. I appreciate the money. Housing is insufficient. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Okay, let's see what we've got opened up here now. We could buy another territory already. Paint. Okay, so we have residential now available to us. You can see now that we've got this kind of ugly red going on over here. But we're going to, keep our folks away from that as best as we can. I think we're going to start our residential kind of back here. I want the marketplace to be around here. So let's do our residential back in here. We'll go as far as we can up against that wall there, and we're going to make all this residential back in here. They should be able to get a few houses going in there. I'm not, you know what I'm not sure about? I'm not sure if they're going to come back here and cut these trees down to build houses. We'll see. Looks like they are. They're going to come in, but are we getting the resources for that? I don't know that we are. Yeah, we are. They're using it, right? It's working. Okay, they're working. Okay, here's our well. We definitely want a well. We'll put that in the town square as well. I know. Weird, huh? It just all kind of fell into place. Let's put our well kind of right here in this corner here. There you go, guys. Water. Water is life. Off you go now. And I think that's all. Well, what do we got here? Logistics. We have a market stall as well. That way we could start to, so let's go ahead and, let's get this going as well. We'll start with a first market stall. Let's go right about here with it. Select the function. We're going to go with a market stall. This guy right here. We'll move in a little bit so you guys can see it better, and I can see it better. The stool is in the back there. We're going to do that. We're going to build that guy right there. Now we can edit and come back in. I can add the rustic market tent, but that's going to take 5 of our cloth, and I'm not sure I need to do that just yet. So we'll get somebody to start selling berries for us here too. Oh, there's our first house. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Look at that. Little path leading up to it. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Advice: defining residences. Okay, here we go. I need to buy a new territory in order to advance, huh? Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. 1 free territory. So I can take this one, and I bet then we get maybe another one down here towards the water's edge. So it's nice to know that this will open up, and we can take our town this way and go down, hopefully into maybe something that would go this area here. So I'm going to buy this one right here, which gets us close to these ores over here also. Nice. Okay. And you see we've got a cost. Purchase territory, expand, free territory, redeem, abandoned territory. That's it. There we go. All right. We now have all of this land. This land is all of our land here. The concept of desirability. It's a good idea to place a market inside a residential area since it increases the desirability of the surroundings. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing. Right near the well and everything else. So people can travel from home, stop at the market, get what they need, get a drink of water, off they go to work, come back home, back here in the beautiful forest. That's what we're doing right there. Laid back and organic, man. A couple of my favorite words. Right? Oh, tell me about it. I tell you. Look at this guy working on the stone. We got a smoke coming out of the campfire over here. It's incredible. Really cool. Pretty soon we'll have people coming to fulfilling villager needs. Build a well, build a market, assign a new market tender, assign berries to a market stall. Okay, so we have to get the initial trade going here. It's almost ready. Just about. Oh, it just needs a few more hits with a hammer. That's all it needs. Now, who am I going to take off as a worker? We have 0 unemployment right now, so somebody's going to have to give up what they're doing here. I'm thinking, how's our stone? We have 14 stone right now, so I'm going to go ahead and take a person off of the stone. Did the wrong thing. Again. You both got the same. I'm going to take you off of there. I'm going to make you my market person. You're going to work at the market. Right there. There we go. And assign a resource, and we're going to assign berries to that right there. Boom. Advice. Complete. Now, they're going to travel between here and here to bring those berries to market. Encouraging immigration has been added. Very good. Happiness is now up to 36%. We have 10 villagers. I'm looking up at the top here. Population 10. Happiness. Comfort and food are 2 issues, so we're hopefully going to be getting a few more houses put in as well. Looks like we've got another house coming in right here. And they've got some paths they're cutting through here. That's nice. I like that. Beautiful. We'll have a little bit of trees mixed in with the houses, I hope. You know what I mean? Jelly bean. The well is up and running. Very good. And the market has some berries in it too. Were consumed. We've got that right there too. Our granary has got 77 berries in it. See, everybody's happy. They don't have to move too far to get to work. Eventually, it's going to tell me that advice encouraging immigration. Let's go ahead and read this. I guess I've got to raise the happiness of your village to 100. Currently at 63. Okay, so we have to wait until they get happy, which they will be getting happy because everybody's working. They're putting up some homes. You know, they've got to be housed. Who's living here? It's a tier 1 house, so the houses will upgrade. I had a couple of houses do that while I was playing, and they turned into more of a stucco stone structure, which was really kind of cool. Quest 100, construction minus 60, territory upkeep. Okay, here's our monthly report as well. So we're going to be trying to make some money here. We've got to start making money. Your villagers have needs, filling the needs of villagers. Okay, raise your population, attract newcomers. Right. Right, housing and food. We're working on that housing. They are doing it. We've got 2 houses now nestled into the little forest right here. It's perfect. Look at that. Look at that. All by themselves. Here's our book of everything. Our budget. We have our villagers here. We can see what they're doing and what they've been doing and how happy they are. We've got one here at 100%, another one at 100%. So they're coming up on their happiness. Buildings, and who's working in those buildings. Resources, we're going to be opening this trade route, which is going to help us out greatly. Economy, you got your progression bar. What do we got here? Warehouse, bailiff office, and the wooden bridge. Let's go ahead and open... I don't know that we need a warehouse just yet. It's 25 to unlock, and it's going to... your newly acquired land is still getting its bearings. I don't think we need to do that just yet. Let's get them up to that 100%. They're working on it. They're at 80% right now. We've got a 3rd house going in. So once they're all housed, I think it's going to be much better. So this is average desirability, as you can see here. This one has a low desirability. Not sure why. We'll have to see. There are decorative things you can do to the property and the landscape down the road here to enable things to become more desirable down the road. Like this market. Eventually this is going to be desirable land right here. I think it's just a matter of getting everybody happy. And they are working towards that. What else could I do at the moment? Maybe I should put in a warehouse to store some of this stuff. I mean, how much can it hold? It can hold up to 50. This one holds 50 stone. What does the log camp hold? Oh, I've got the other window open. So that's already full. So maybe we should go ahead and buy the warehouse. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's spend the money on the warehouse. And we are going to put a warehouse in... it looks like this is also a kind of a dirty thing, I guess you'd call it. Maybe. I'm thinking maybe here would be a good spot for it. We're going to come in from both sides. It really starts to impede. It's right at the edge of town, isn't it? Maybe they'll walk in between these two camps to get in and out of this place right here. If we do something right here, put a warehouse here. The warehouse doesn't hold a ton of stuff, but it should pick up the logs. We should be able to store logs and stuff in there and get that going. Advice: encouraging immigration. Yep. Raise the happiness of your village to 100. Wow. Okay. We're working on it. We're working on it. We've got food. We just need a little more. There's another house going in right here and another house right over here. Look at how they've built a chain of houses in these trees here. That's pretty cool. Let's go back to residential. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to also... We don't want to infringe too much on this marketplace area, but let's go ahead and do residential here as well. Give them just a little more space. Oh, okay, and then I hold right click and I can shrink that down. There we go. I want to keep some trees in there, so we've got a bit of a residential area there with a bit of forest. And then we can continue our residential down this way as well. Barry's 93 out of the 400 it can hold. That's awesome. How's the warehouse coming along? We are working on it. Oh, we need plankage for the warehouse. That's right. All right, so let's go ahead and put this on hold. I forgot about that. We need planks. Is there a sawmill in here? Did I missed it? Builder's workshop, warehouse, granary. Let's put all of them on here. No, I do not have... yeah, we don't have the sawmill yet. Sawmill is not yet available. We'll go ahead and speed things up a little bit. What can I do to increase missing resources for construction? What does this say? What am I? Yep, I realize that. Yep. I know. It's my bad. I should have looked at that before I put it down. But now at least we have it established. We know where it's going. There's a sawmill coming. It's just not here as of yet. 94% now is our happiness. I think it looks like everybody's getting into a house now, which is great. So immigration's going to begin. Little people are going to come to our place, and they're going to stand here at the box and wait for us to tell them, yes, please, please, come in. JP Mystic, hey, thanks for being here. How are you? I'm sorry, but I love being zoomed in and watching them move about. I do. I think this is such a great view. I love how the camera blurs out what's going on in the background here. There's just something about that that's, I don't know. Is it soothing or what is it? It's just amazing. It's really great. They remind me of the dolls from the old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer claymation. That's what the characters look like to me. You know, Yukon Cornelius, Hermie. 'Cause, 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 'c That's what they remind me of. What do we got here? Immigration. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. The high happiness of your villagers has attracted newcomers. There are other factors that help raise the immigration rate. Keep an eye on them if you want to grow your village. Okay. New advice to be heard. Your people would like to help you settle. Here we go. Advice. Profiting from trade. A business-minded villager suggests you establish a trade route with your closest neighbor, Northbury. This will let you sell resources for profit and buy the ones you can't produce. You should start with planks since Northbury needs those. Let's put this advice into practice. Build a warehouse. Building a warehouse added. I just did that. Okay, so I need to build a warehouse, but I also need to build that sawmill. And here is that sawmill I was just talking about. All right, let's get this going. Sawmill's going to go right back here behind these guys. I think that's a great spot for it. It's perfect. Industrial, baby. Build. Thank you. Okay, by the time those are done, I'm going to guess that we have a couple of immigrants that come in that we'll be able to hire on and start filling up these buildings with workers so we can start growing. A newcomer is approaching your village. Now, if I click on that, it's really cool. You can see them. They are coming from a long ways away. Look at them blaze a trail, too, man. They are just blazing a trail to our place. They're like, we can't wait to get there. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? You know what I forgot to do? I'll have to figure out how to do it. Sorry about that. Here they come. They're going to hit the road. They're coming in. Look at them. Nice enough. New town. Got to stay on the path. Don't go cutting across the grass. Very good. Very good. So I can click on them. You are hired. You are hired. We can go ahead and get another person on this here stone cutter thing. Boom. I got 2 employees now. So I could do that right there. And we've got some building coming up. This has got 1 person who's doing the transporting, which I think is fine. I'm going to put our berry... No, we'll leave our berry workers at 2. I've got 1 unemployed. Villagers unemployed, 1. Well, we've got a couple of things coming up here, so we might as well just wait just a second. They're going to crank this sucker out. We're going to get somebody on a sawmill and start making some planks. So building a warehouse, we're working on that. Assign planks to a warehouse. Okay, so it's all about the warehouse now. Oh, JP's asking how Variety's doing. I can't seem to get her interested in a new game right now. It's getting nice here too. It's in the, it's getting into the 70s during the day. So Saturday we were outside all day. We went to the zoo. She actually won a membership to the Phoenix Zoo for like a year. So we're going to be able to go there. It's not the greatest zoo, but it's kind of nice just to be there because of the animals and stuff. So we did that Saturday, and then Sunday I was cleaning the pool and stuff and just outside in the sun. It was so nice. It's such a different winter than what we've been accustomed to for the past 15 years. I'm going to slow them down a little bit. How do we do? We're still working on that warehouse. Still working on this. 03. Let's go ahead and get a guy on there. There we go. Everyone is now employed. We got 2 more folks coming in. Look at that. There's a pathway. And, oh, we needed to open a trade route too, didn't we? In here, you go to resources, and here's your trade route. Unlock trade route. Cannot unlock trade route. Insufficient resources to pay unlock cost. Oh, I need the plankage. That's right. I need planks. Never mind. We need 20 planks. We're going to get a second person on that lumber mill. One and a 2. There we go. Is this done yet? No. Did I get all my workers here? I got 3. Oh, let's get a 3rd builder. And then I got 1 person unemployed. I still am going to have 2 positions here, so I need to be careful about that. I'm hoping we're going to have somebody else come rolling in here pretty quick. We've gotten another house. Well, I guess not. We've got 4 houses so far, huh? They're going to kind of wrap these around here, I hope. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to stretch our residential down into here too. At the moment. Let's do some residential right along that path right there as well. And they've already blazed the trail through here, so I think they'll continue to blaze that trail through there. I think. We'll see. We have 0 plankage. What's going on with the... Well, we don't have the sawmill finished up yet. Come on now. Oh, it is working. It's up and running. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a second person on that sawmill then. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was up and running. We're working on that warehouse still, aren't we? You can see they stop at the well. They do stop at the well on a regular basis, fill up their water. You can see this guy here. He's got water, food, comfort, service. He's pretty happy so far. They're going to start screaming about services, and that's going to be a church. And I think it's between the church and the tavern. So, you know, we'll have to have a church to make them happy and a tavern to make them happy. So that's going to be a construction minus 20, territory upkeep minus 5, upkeep minus 2. There's our budget for the month. We were down 27. We made nothing. We can't open our trade route just yet, I don't think. We're still working on that warehouse. We have 6 of the 15 planks in there. How's my loggers camp? How many people do I have in here? 2. I'm going to add another logger in there. Here comes another newcomer. There they are. They're way over here. Woo. If you're wondering about taxes and how we start making money, when we open the trade route, we'll be able to start making some money. And also, taxes are coming down the road as well. At the moment, we are just a very simple village. Everybody takes care of everybody. No one's really making any money. How's our desirability on our homes? Average, low, low, low. I wonder if it's because they have to travel a distance to get to work. Probably so. Might be one of their things, and there's just going to be some services too. If we could put a little church in here, boom, it'll make things much better. We'll be able to add more to it. So we currently have 14 residents, 93% happiness, and our immigration is on high at the moment. And we'll take you, buddy. Come on in. Oh, right to the market. Look at that. Right to the well. Get some food. Get some water, and then we're going to put you to work. And we're going to put you to work in the lumber yard, lumber camp. There we go. Perfect. Everybody's employed. We're working the market here. Look at that. Come on. Look at that. She's got fish, she's got bread, she's got berries. Now, she doesn't have bread and fish yet, but that's something that comes down the road. Ooh, fish is going to be a tough one for us. We have no water. We're going to be kind of the, I guess, a mining area until we can actually get down to the water's edge, if we can, even. And along here, I don't see any fish jumping. There's some over here and some here. If we get down to the water's edge, it's not like we've got a whole lot of fishing options anyways. There is a bridge for bridging water, and we just didn't quite get the map I thought we were going to have for the water, so here we are. I need to get back up into the sky. Thank you. Maybe what we could do is get them to also blaze a path this way to get back and forth to the work area as opposed to coming all the way up and around. Maybe they'll do that. How's this coming along? We're almost there. We have all the materials now, so the warehouse is just about built, and we'll have them store plankage in there. See her out here. She's working the wood. She's making those planks, chopping them off, making sure it's nice and straight. And we have what? We've got 2 out of 3 people in the sawmill at the moment. And here we are with the warehouse. It's going up. Looks like she's going to get through it this time. And voila, there it is. Boom, warehouse built. Then we need to assign planks to the warehouse. So let's go ahead and assign some plankage to the warehouse. We'll also assign logs to the warehouse, and we'll assign some stone to the warehouse. They can put all that stuff in there. You can see they're staying kind of right in here, getting their trees and stuff, all the wood they need. And then, of course, we've got all this wood, too. I'm not sure if they used the wood here on their houses or not. I'm assuming they did, that the trees they cut down for the houses they used on the house. You know what? I wonder if maybe another well over here would be a good idea. I have no unemployment. I am thinking about putting another berry picker out here to continue with that. But we got 113 berries right now. We're doing pretty good. And our money, we're not making any at the moment, but we're doing okay. Planning a trade, unlock a trade route to trade. Okay, we could do the trade route now. Okay, let's do that. Resources. Here's our trade routes. Oh, I've got to get the 20 planks stored up in the warehouse. That's first. Then we can move on to that, right? Yeah, we got to hit the 20 planks. Oh, the sale of planks from the trade resources tab. Gotcha. And then we'll take a look at traders coming through as well. Our little town is growing up. Oh, speaking of which, where do I go for that anyways? Yeah, my village. This is Condoria, by the way. Forgot to fix this right away. Condoria. Confirm. Lord. Well, of course. Ronan. Condorian. What can I pick? Lord. Oh, Lord. Okay, so you're going to be Lord or Lady. Gotcha. Confirm and save. And there we go. So, Condoria. Yeah, Ronan Condorian. There we go. And -2 this month so far. Again, we're not making money just yet. Once we get that trade route open, then we can start making a little bit of cash. A little bit of jingle jangle in our pockets. The industrial area is working out pretty good, though. You can see we've got a path now going around this side of it. That's kind of interesting. I wonder why they did that. Huh. Oh, I like the way it's tucked in the trees like this, though. That's nice. I like that a lot, you know? That's a sound barrier, right? This is the sound barrier to keep all that noise from getting over to... and you know what I could do? You could do this, too, and you can make this Forbidden Land. Now, what does it say about Forbidden Land? Nobody will walk on the Lord's land. Oh, I guess we're okay. I don't have to do that. They seem to be doing just fine right here. This would be a nice place for a little market stall, maybe, right in the center of town, or maybe some bushes with a bench or two and something like that. We'll see how the town continues on. But that's what I liked about it, was this organicness that takes place that's coming through here. These little nooks and crannies where you could put bushes and trees and little pieces of fence and things of that nature down. Pretty cool. Thank you, JP. And no, I've not decided on Discord yet. No. Sorry about that. I missed you saying that. Let's see here. Unlock the trade route. Okay, we did that. Unlock trade route. There we go. We can do that. Okay. Unlock the trade route. All right. So now what we can do is labor prospect tier reached. Common folks heard of your land. New content available to unlock. Awesome. Kingdom prospect tier reached. Some nobles noticed your land. New content available to unlock. That's the granary. Clergy prospect tier reached. The clergy has shown interest in your land. New content available to unlock. Holy cow. Progression's at 15. There's our bailiff. There's a wooden bridge, which we don't need, unfortunately. And requires 20. Your people are working hard. We're at level 15. We need to get to a level 20 to open this next stage, which gives us fishing, which we're not going to be using much of. It'll be farming, mostly. Yeah, there's clothing, stonemason, things of that nature in here. So those will be something we can build off of. And our warehouse is open. So I'm going to go ahead, and I have nobody that I can put in the warehouse. Um, who can I put into the warehouse? How many builders do I have? I've got 3 builders, huh? I don't want to take it off the builders. I really don't want to do that. I'm thinking, do I have 2 stonemasons again? Or I'm back up to 2. I got 2 stonemasons, huh? No, I don't want... Here we go. I want... he's tier 1 miner. Soliana is... Okay, I'm going to put you into the warehouse, please. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get somebody in the warehouse working to get stuff moved and put away. We're going to have to increase on this. We'll hopefully get some more... here comes somebody right now. Oh, that's our trader coming. Who do we have here? Look at him blazing the trail here. Boop. Excuse me, sir. Trader from Northbury. Traders visit our storage facilities to trade resources and gold coins according to the rules set in the book. Alright, so we need to get something set up for him to purchase from us as he comes through. So if we go to the warehouse... No, not the warehouse. No, I need to go here. Here we go. And I need to go to the resources. No, I need to go to economy. Where is it? Resources? Here we go. Resources. Here we go. So from him, I have 10 tools left and I have 10 cloth. So we're okay on that at the moment, but we're going to want to sell. So buy until inventory reaches the value, and I'm going to have us sell 10 planks. I'm going to sell 10 stone. We're going to keep it small at the beginning here. Things I can sell. Fish, berries, and berries we're going to sell. We'll put that at 25. So now he should come in, and he should stop at all the different little warehouses. He'll stop at the granary. He'll stop at the warehouse, depending on what it is he buys and sells. He is specific as to what he actually does. He will buy these items from us, and he will sell these items to us. Unfortunately, he's not buying anything that we sell. So we are not going to make any money with him. But we have it set up for the other traders as they come in, which is a good thing. It will at least be set up. New advice could be heard. Okay, what do we got? The Manor House. Come to you a light-hearted woman announcing she and her folks would like to thank you for your hard work. It's true that you've made great strides already. To administrate the village, she suggests you build a manor house and a great hall, then add a tax office. Let's put this advice to work. The manor house has been added. Now, manor house is the government. Now, our residential area is going to continue to stretch along this area right here, I think. It's going to stay right in this area here. So I'm going to put our manor house right in this area here, I think. Because we are going to have kind of a commercial district that's going to run through here. Our bakery, anything that produces our sewing shops and things of that nature are going to be over here. So the manor house is going to go here, and that's going to divide us up between commercial, we've got industrial, and then we've got our residential that's going to kind of swoop around the back side of this, I think. And it could be fun to do that. So let's go ahead and put our first manor lord place, I'm going to say right here. Select function. We're going to go with Great Hall. Now this one's got several of those white connecting points on it as well. You've got them on the sides and stuff. You can see them. They're all around the building. There's one out front here as I turn it. Do I want my building to sit to the side like this, or do I want it to be this direction to the road? I think I want to go to the side, and I think I'm going to bring it back a little bit too, so we've got room on the front end of it there to add a door and stuff. Maybe what I could do is actually put it... This is going to give a residential boost to the area too. You can see it's a green. Gives a nice green boost to an area. Ah, man, I should almost put it here for now. Maybe we do one on this side of the road and one on that side of the road. This is designated residential, isn't it? As is this right here. Oh boy, decisions. I'm going to do it right here. It's not going to help our houses at the moment, but the ones that are coming in the future, it will help. Four tools, huh? You got to drag this up. Oh, and I got to do the door too. Sorry, we got to do the door. The door will snap. Looks like 3 locations here. We'll do that. Construction requirements not met. Why not? Assign tools to a warehouse optional. Allow tools purchased from the trade resources tab. Okay, so I need to get some tools purchased. Okay, so we need to go back into our economy here. Resources, and for tools, we're going to buy 5. Okay. Mandates available at your Great Hall. Your bailiff is currently free and can execute a task of your choosing. My lord, here's a list of mandates to which your bailiffs, or sometimes yourself, could oversee the completion. Newcomers approaching. Open list. Promote villagers to a higher status. We're going to hold off on that stuff. That's going to get kind of expensive, so we're going to hold off. Assign tools to where build a manor house. It says it's optional, but it looks to me like I actually have to do that. I guess I've got to tell this to store tools, of course, so there's a place for them to be put. There we go. Build a manor house that has a great hall. It says I can't build yet. Oh. Build service of the village's rulership. Select a function. Great hall. Why can't it build there? Uh-oh. I've run into my first problem here. I'm not quite sure. Parts list. Oh, okay. No. Parts list. For the Great Hall. I got the room and the door. I got the interactive location. Did I not set that? I thought I set it right here. Build. There we go. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. That was my fault. Of course. There we go. All right. They're going to put that there, and then we're going to have to build a second one. This is where I kind of got lost in my first try of this. I didn't realize. I thought all of this stuff attaches to it, but we're going to need a second manor house in order to do this. Coffee break, huh? Okay, let me see how we're doing. Financially, we're fine. We need to grab you. Get in here and get busy, buddy. Hold on. Where can we put him? We're back down to just 1 stone person, huh? We're back down to 1 stone. We got 3 woodcutters. I like to click on the buildings to see how many people I have. Forester camp is fine with just the 1 person there. The stone cutter and then the woodcutter. I've got 2 people in the sawmill, which I think is fine. I've got 1 person working the warehouse, and to be honest, they seem to be doing just fine too. Do we have 3 berry pickers? We don't. Let's get another forager put in here. There we go. Let's improve our berry supply. That's never a bad thing, right? Tell you what, I'm going to slow them down a little bit. I am going to take a little break. I'll step away, go fill my coffee cup up. I'll be back. I'm going to leave them just right here and watch them mill about. They should be fine. I don't think anything bad's going to happen. We don't have to worry about wars or bad weather or anything like that. How's everybody doing? They look like they're happy. 90% anyways. What do we got problems here? We got comfort and service. Yeah, they're going to want a church here pretty quick. We've reached a 15 in progression. Morris, it is a chill game, isn't it? It's very cool. Very cool. What do we got going on out here? There's our manor house. Maybe we should open some of this up to some more residential. We've got another trader coming. What are you going to have with us? You will... We'll buy some tools from you, but you'll buy berries and you'll buy planks. Okay, good. He's going to buy a little something from us. The other thing we need to open up is our bailiff. We've got the bailiff office being opened or being built right now. Allows you to name a bailiff who can fulfill various mandates at the Great Hall. So we need to do that. We'll get that bailiff going. This is going to be their office, basically. And let's speed everybody up a little bit. That's the bailiff hall that we built. So now we're going to have to build a second hall that is going to be the tax office and that sort of thing. I think I'm going to go ahead and paint some more residential. It looks like they may have run out of room over here, or we just don't have enough residences yet for them to do any more, building. I'm going to go ahead and erase all of that for residential. Get rid of all of that right there. I don't want them building anywhere near that, which I can actually set that up to where they can't. We saw that earlier. We're going to go ahead and take all of this for residential here. And we'll take, let's do that. And we'll take and pop a hole in the middle there. So we've got maybe a little place for a pocket park later on down the road. And we'll stretch this over this way. And allow them to build in the back here too. And maybe what we do is we put another pocket park, something like right there, eventually. Now, a reforestation, I could take this, and I could do this here, and I could do that right there. And they should reforest that. If I take the residential out of here, well, let's you know what, I'm going to go ahead and cancel the reforestation right through that. Let's see what they build first, and then we'll decide what we're going to do for the land. Oh, we got somebody new in town. There you go. Come on in. Come on in. Alright, so where do I need more workers? I have a unemployed person. And got 2 people producing the planks. They seem to be keeping up with things. Advice, building a manor house. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. We got 1 person we need to get to work, though. Hold on. Hold on. Lumber camp, I got 3 woodcutters. I got a forester. You can only do 1 there anyways. Sawmill, I've only got 2. The warehouse is at 1. Stonecutter is 1. I'm going to put another person on the stonecutter so we keep up with that because stone's going to be coming in. Build a manor house completed. All right. Advice, taxing villagers added. Okay. Taxing villagers. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I needed to put a bailiff into work, didn't I? Where did I just put that person? On the stonecutter, didn't I? I always clicked the wrong button over there, dang it. Let's just leave it. I'm not sure what to do there. I don't know about that. That's the mandates, which we're not willing to do anything yet. Taxing villagers. We're going to start improve your manor house with tax office. Assign a new tax collector. Over here, this is the bailiff, right? A building and service, nothing to report. A building overview. Select the mandate. Okay, this is where we can come to select the mandates that our bailiff is going to be willing to do for us. Prospect of mineral deposit in proximity. You can see it's going to cost us 100. So we can have that going on shortly. But what we need now is another manor house to put the taxation office onto. Now, if I'm doing this wrong, somebody let me know, but I'm pretty sure that this is how this goes. Pretty sure. I know. Let's go ahead. I'm actually going to put this one, I think, over here. Despite the fact this is set up for residential, it looks like they're not really using it for that. So I'm going to put that there. We want this to be... Oh, wait a second. A tax office. Across the street from that one. I think that's what I'm doing. A wooden tower. Now with this, I can come back and I can stretch it. You can see it gets more expensive though. And I think we can come back and do this later. Well, you can't see it gets more expensive because for some reason all that information is down at the bottom of the screen. But you can see the cost of it goes up and down as I move this back and forth. I do want it to look a little different, so I don't want to leave it too short. I think we're going to do that right there. It's going to take 9 tools. I have 5. I don't have enough for that right now. I don't even have enough for the small one, but I'm going to still stretch it out. We're going to be buying tools the next time they come through. We'll put the door over here. And we've got this in here. I'm not sure which way this arrow is supposed to go. I'm not sure what that really means or how that arrow works. You guys just have to let me know. Okay, that's for the tax collector. All right. And I thought I'd made this bailiff, right? Bailiff office, there we go. Do I have to add this interactive location again? This is what I don't understand. This part here, I don't quite get this part right here. There we go. I think I did that. Wooden gallery. Is this what I need to add to it, or was it just showing me that there was something? Construction requirements. 1 room, 1 door. Do I have to add this as well? It looks like I have to add this as well. I think that's what it's telling me, right? I got the arrow down. Where visitors patiently wait until you decide to hear them. Okay. Do we have anybody standing here looking for a job? There goes our trader again. This has got me a little stumped here, guys. Sorry about that. It says I've got 0 doors. Building services the villagers' rulership by means of offices halls. Create a sub-building. I don't get it. Allows you to name a bailiff who can fulfill various mandates at the Great Hall. I guess maybe I need to wait until I can actually say I can put somebody in that position. Here we go. Let's do that. Let's go here. Click to assign a bailiff. Oh, here they are. These are our choices, huh? All right, so I'm going to nominate you. Job learning speed is increased by 10%. Happiness is less impacted by 10%. Job learning speed is increased by 10%. I think happiness is where I want to go, so I'm going to nominate you. Did I get that? And then why is this still sitting here? How can I get rid of that arrow? I don't know how to get rid of that arrow. If anybody has an idea, and I think I may have messed this up. I think I could have done all of this right on here. I think I could have done that. I think I could have added the tax office right over here. So we've got 2 of these now. Well, that's okay. I don't know what this means. I don't know what to do about that. We added an arrow over here too, and it's not showing up on the... Have they not built the doorway? They haven't built the doorway yet. We'll see what the white arrow shows up there. I don't recall... When I played alone, I don't remember that white arrow actually being there. Showing up. Execute task if you're choosing. Okay, so... do I have to do that? Taxing villagers. Okay, they're building the tax room right now, so we're okay. We need, and I have 1 unemployed villager, so we're going to bottom everybody's happiness out here by adding taxes to our people. There is a suggestion to build your tax office close to a residential area so they can go through quickly and grab the money. Yeah, Morris, I think you're right. I think I do need to add another piece to this. It's like... I can add it says I can add more functions to this building right here. I don't remember ever doing that before, but here it is. I could have added the tax office over there. And the treasury office too, it looks like. So if I go to edit, it wants me to select a function to add to this building. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see. What's this here? A newcomer. Get your food and your water, and you're going to go over here, and let's see if you buy some berries from me. You did, okay. You bought the 12 berries you could buy. All right, sweet. All right, good deal. Yeah, the treasury will increase how much money I can store. I'm just wondering why. First of all, again, the arrow. I see our bailiff just went in here. I've not given them a job. So maybe a bailiff was a little premature. I could send them out to go investigate these ore deposits. We got another house going up in here. That's nice to see. Okay. They're going to cram in a few... Oh, did somebody leave? No. They're working on it. I'm waiting to see this get finished up so we can make sure we get somebody set on here. We got 2 unemployed people. We're going to get somebody who can do taxes, and then maybe we'll do a band-aid as well. I don't need 2 manor buildings. Yeah, I know I don't. Now I see this, and it's going to cost me a ton of money, huh? I should almost bulldoze this guy. I don't know. We've got 2. I'm going to split up the duties. We've got the bailiff over here, and we've got taxes over here. And then we'll add the treasury to this one. We'll go along with the taxes, and over here we'll add the other piece that we're supposed to do here. We'll just do it that way. It's going to cost us more, for sure. 1 tax collector. Splendor in estates. You now have access to buildings that give you splendor toward a specific estate. Raising your splendor toward an estate will increase your influence with it over time. Be careful, though, as each estate prefers that you dedicate the splendor of your village towards them. The aspiration of a village. Finally, by yourself in the Great Hall, you spend a few minutes of silence thinking about your aspiration and the future of your village. Providence has been good to you and your people so far, and it seems like everything is possible. We should all aspire to greatness. Let's think about this later. I will continue on my own. We should all aspire to greatness. Let's do that one. Okay, and then mandates available with your Great Hall. Free and execute. Defining a village aspiration. Newcomers approaching. Mandates are available at the Great Hall. I never did this before, so I'm going to go ahead and do it and spend the $100 on that, 100 gold, and see what happens, because I didn't quite do that last time. Now, in the tax range, I should probably figure out what I'm going to do for taxes. So if we go here and we go to the budget, the economy, I can go to taxes. Right now they have no taxes, so I'm going to boost that up a little bit. We're going to get minus 5% in their happiness. 38 a month. I might go even to... That's a minus 15%. Let's start them small and work our way up. They're all still serfs. Which means right here, as we saw, I can go in here and select a mandate. I've got a list of villagers that are ready for maybe a higher status. Rival name, job, happiness. Happiness. No villager eligible. Villagers' needs must have been met once for eligibility. Those promoted will have new needs. Okay. We'll just leave that right there. Okay. Track a village aspiration. I should pick a village aspiration that fits my ambitions. Up here, what do we have now? We have we've got our progression tab. We've got the kingdom tab. And we have the Lord Rodan Condorian Monastery. There's a church. A church, heuristic church. That's a monastery. I'm not quite sure where the church was now that I think of it. Manor House Splendor Package. Common Path. We're still waiting to get to 20 here so we can open up this next one here. Where was the church? How did I get to church last time? What is this here? A rustic church. It's right here. That's perfect. Okay, a rustic church would be beautiful in town. Let's grab a couple more folks too while we're at it. You. And you. Okay, I got 3 people not working. I'm going to... 3 in there. The granary seems to be working just fine on its own. You know what? We do need a second berry bush to be picked. A second berry picker. I'm going to throw another carpenter in here. I've got 3 people, right? As a matter of fact, and then how about the stone? I've got... How many people I got on my stone quarry here? Stonecutters 2. I could have 5, huh? Forester, I can only have the 1. Granary, I've got 1 at the warehouse. At the warehouse as well. Builders, I still have 3. I do. I'm thinking about getting my second berry picking thing going here. So I've got plenty of food coming in. Upfront cost of 10 gold. We'll stagger them just a little bit. We'll do that right there. And then we're going to put another berry picker in there and just make sure the berries are being picked like crazy. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and put another person on... how are we doing with planks? 18. How's the logging doing? I got all... logging, lumber camp's full. Let's do another... yeah, let's do another... sawmill person. And then we've got 1 person left, and I'm going to go ahead and throw them on tax collecting. Our village houses are looking nice, tucked away back here in the forest a little bit. Very nice indeed. Can we upgrade our market? What do you mean, plus market stall? It doesn't read that as a market stall. It did that to me last time, too. I could never add to the very first market stall that I did, which I thought was kind of weird. You know, I think that's kind of weird that I can't add a second market stall. Yeah, I didn't need the second manor house. That's a screw up. I don't know what to do about this white arrow here either. She is prospecting that site. I wonder if I can get... Oh, I can get to her. There she is right there. Oh, look at her. She is out here doing something. She's actually got a piece of rock in her hand, and she's going tink, tink, tink with her little pickaxe. Demolish it? Seems like such a waste. I guess it's a waste of money, though, isn't it? Can I turn this into the bailiff one? And maybe I will get rid of it. Bailiff, yeah, is already here. So if I were to demolish that, maybe we demolish it after she gets back? I'm not sure what to do. We'll have to do... maybe we will do that. Maybe we'll demolish it, because it's going to cost us money. It's costing us money. How is our budget anyways? It's probably not very good. Budget. There we go. Ooh. Well, we're just now starting to get taxes. Okay, the Band-Aid took $100 out of our pocket right there. Upkeep is cost us 13, administration 883, logistics, resources, production. Tools, we're buying the tools. That's costing us the most right now is the tools. Maybe, yeah, it looks like we're stocking 5 at a time. See, I don't know if that means we're just going to be able to... We are only allowed to stock up to 5, or if they will buy 5 each time they come and sell. Here. The traders. Here comes a trader right now. We'll just keep an eye on the tools and see if they go up. I don't even know. Well, does this guy sell tools? Let's see. Yes, he does. Okay, so let's watch and see. If our tools go up, that means we're buying 5 each time a trader goes by. Okay, it looks like once we have 5 in storage, we won't buy anymore. I would think he's done by now, right? Yeah, he's out of here. So that's what it is. So I need to actually buy more tools. Well, no, I really don't. Once we get construction going, we can do the... they'll get the tools as each time passes. So let's go ahead and try to do the church. Clergy. Let's build our church. I'm thinking maybe right here along this drag as we head into kind of the commercial area. We'll do it right up here. Okay. Okay, we do that, and we need a door for it. I think a door here maybe would be best. We're going to have market stalls along here. right there. And then I think we have to have a bell tower as well. You can see how it snaps to it. And when I click on it, I can raise my church up, which increases, of course, the cost of it and all that good stuff. I don't know if we can go back and do that later. We do want this to be up a little bit higher. That's going to cost us a little bit more, but I don't care. We're going to do that. Okay, the church is coming. Which is also going to cost us money. But these homes should start to go up in value. Like low desirability, I think it's because they're having to travel a little bit of a distance to get to work. That's still average there. I'm not quite sure why the rest of them are low. 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 All low. Average. They're not happy about taxes. I could see that. JP, I agree, yeah. Sell what you have left and then buy until you have. The houses are far away from the market and the well. Yeah, I'm thinking is we could probably do a second market kind of somewhere down in this area here. What do we have here? A newcomer requests an audience. Perfect. I will, please, come on in. We now have another one person unemployed. 3. Okay. This is going quite smoothly out here. Everyone's busy, busy, busy. Stone is up to 56. We can afford to sell more of that, probably. Maybe a second market up and running. Something that's a little bit fancier than the other one we have here. Let's try over here. And this time we're going to go ahead and put this guy on here. And this guy at the same time. That way we get that. Church is going up. We're going to be shy on the tools, it looks like. But each time they come in, they should buy more, and then they'll, of course, attach those to that building. We've not used any of that cloth yet, but the cloth is going to be needed when it comes time to get bread going. Buy tools until 10, you think? Set buy tools until 10. I guess it does show a lot of it does require that. I'm just trying to save a little bit of money. Your bailiff found a deposit. What kind of a deposit? Oh, look at that. Okay, interesting. Quartz. You can build it by building a quarry, huh? Oh, I can actually get this going right now. Oh, okay. Well, let's keep that in mind. Let's keep that in mind. We could make quartz now. There you go. Welcome. Welcome. 2 unemployed people. We can add somebody to the warehouse now. And I think we can add another... Yeah, let's add another stone cutter. Okay. And then let's go back into our trades. And let's go ahead and up our planks to 20. And our stone up to 25. We'll put the planks on 25 too. Well, we've got really just as much as we can handle right now, huh? Berries. Okay. I have no unemployed, but I've got a berry thing over here that I never did put anybody on, did I? We'll put our next couple of folks on that. Here's our other market going in. We'll put it on berries as well. Church is coming up real nice. There's the entranceway. All we got left is the steeple. We got the tools in. There we go. Mark it up and running, and I've got nobody to work it, but we're going to go ahead and put berries on there. Here comes another trader. The newcomer is approaching the village. Good, because we need somebody to go pick berries at that berry farm that I forgot all about. That quickly. How about the average now? Low. Okay. Average and low. Might not be bad maybe to put a well down over in this area right over here too. So they can hit that water a little bit faster when they need it. We've got 2 people coming in. I want to grab both of them. I don't want to forget to do that. Oh, you think I'll keep 25 planks and sell the rest, huh? They don't buy much is what I've noticed. I think berries sell at like 12 apiece. He bought all the planks and left 25, huh? Really? He bought all those planks? That seems weird that he would buy all of that. He did, though. Yeah, he's purchased 46 planks now from us. We're still losing money. It's the tools that are killing us. Now let's take a look at our money up here. How's it doing? 91% happiness. We're at 317 out of 500 at the moment. We should be increasing plank production now that we've got, I think we've got a 3rd person in here, correct? In the sawmill? Yeah, it's fully staffed now, so it should be, you can see it's going pretty quick here now. Our church is not quite there yet. Almost. Church may have been a little early. Newcomers approaching the village. Good. We'll take all the people we can get. And here comes the trader again as well. So let's see if he... let's see. Is this guy going to buy that stuff off of us? Let's see what he's willing to buy. No, he'll buy tools and stuff, but he does not. Okay. He's not going to buy anything from us. There goes our church steeple. Our progression has to reach 20 for the next tier to open. The red part is what he's going to buy. Yeah. Buy from them. This is what I buy from them, right? And sell to them. These are the 2 different things. So I could buy this stuff from him and I could sell that stuff to him. That's what I'm reading that as. Hello, newcomers. Yes, and yes. I will have one more berry picker out here, please. And we'll have that filled up. All right, good deal. And then we're going to need somebody for the church. Is the church open and working? You know what? Doesn't look like I would actually have to put anybody to work at the church. That's interesting. I don't remember that, but I bet this market stall needs somebody. It does. Oh, there we go. And we'll put that... We set it for berries, didn't we? We did. All right, good deal. Town seems to be going quite well. And now here, I've got this white dot showing up here, too. I don't quite understand why that white dot's showing up. I wonder if I log out and log back in, if that changes that. Taxes minus 5%. She's not too happy about that. What are you going to do? It has to be done. Okay, I think I'm going to put a well down here also. Let's do a well. On this side of town. I think that's going to help everybody out, right? We've got a well here, which, yeah, it's not even hitting this side of town. So, yeah, we definitely need a well over here. Good call, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put it kind of in here, I guess. We'll do it here. That gives everybody here a nice shot of water. Let's see if this turns this low into average low. We'll see if that changes what this does down here. They kind of built that house right on the walkway, didn't they? That should increase that. And then there are, like I said, decorative things we can come back and do, and that's, you know, add bushes and trees and fencing and things of that nature, and it improves the quality of the area as well. But we have to reach level 20 for that. You can pick what kind of bell you want. There we go, and you can decide daily, weekly, monthly, never, if the bell gets too much for you. The well is almost up. We'll see if that improves life down at this end of the town here, the village. Our bailiff is back, right? I'm going to destroy all of that, and I'm going to do this here. Bailiff office. I could add the wooden hall to this, and that would make a lot of sense to do that. I'm trying to turn this. We'll put this on here. Yeah, I think this is good. Right on the back there. A door, huh? They've got a path going around there already, so let's go ahead and do that right there. There we go. That'll get our bailiff back to work, right? Right. Let's prioritize it too. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, that got me when I was just by myself over the weekend trying it out. It made it look like I needed to build a second one. At least that's how I thought it was. So that should fix that up, and then we'll have our nice town hall there, and we'll have our residential stuff still going on over here too. Two more peeps. Got some more people. You know, I've never built the quarry. You have to click on this, I see. Outside territory? What are you talking about? It's frustrating that it goes down there like that. Are you kidding me? I have to wait until I can buy that land? Is that it? Looks like it might be, huh? Before I can start doing quarry there. I'm going to have to make sure I purchase this piece of land that this is attached to. At least I hope I can do that. Look at this little village, though. Yeah, I'm good. I'm happy that they're selling the stuff. It seems like it's working out just fine. Yeah, I might as well put you in there, and I've got this filled. Stone, we have a bunch of stone now coming in. That's fantastic. I wonder if I should put up another builder's hut to get more builders going. Things seem to be getting built pretty quick, as is. All this is running quite smoothly down here, it feels like to me. You guys let me know in the comments, too. Of course, we'll post this up on YouTube in its entirety. The church is a-ringing. 361, so our income is going up. 97% happiness. Taxes is our only negative point. We have 29 residents. Ongoing construction of 1 right there. And what do we got going on in here? Is there anything I could do? We're almost... We need to get a few more people in, and then this will bump up to 20 here pretty quick. The bailiff office is built. Okay, so let's go ahead and get somebody back into the bailiff office. They're already there. Okay, job learning speed. Happiness is less impacted. I think this is what we did right. Yep. There we go. Okay, so now our bailiff is over there. Thank you for letting me know about that. Reality hit, huh? Got a couple more folks here. Let's go do that and that. There we go. I didn't notice that the other day when I was playing, but they do. They each stop at the market stall and then at the water to get water. And how did this do with the houses down here? It's still a low value house. Average? Average. It's got to be something to do with how far they're walking to work. This is going to be my guess. Oh, look at this. We are picking the crap out of those berries. Uh-oh. That's kind of a surprise. I may not need 2 of these. I've got people just idle now. I never had that happen to me before. They've always had berries. Can I set up another sawmill? Probably so. I bet I could. Yeah, some of the decorative things are going to help too, with these houses down here being a little more desirable down the road. I think for now, though, I mean, okay, the berries are back. Okay, so the berries refresh, I think, each day. But they picked them all. So they are some berry picking fools, man. 19 is where we're at. We're almost to 20 prosperity. Oh my god, I love it. Look at all my little people running around in here. Everybody's just working hard. We got a neat little path going right through the forest here. The hustle bustle of the village. These berries will be nice here. It just gives a little color right here, you know. We'll forget about these 2 little workstations right here. Oh, storage. Let's see how storage is doing. Stock maximum. Stone, stock, tools. All of this is... The wood and stone is full. That is an interesting thing. So I think... if you hit tab, you can come in here and do this way too. I think what I need to do is up our stone to 50. We'll put 50 there. Berries, yeah, the 25 being sold is good there. That will keep 50 stone. That's fine then. If that's what this is, if that's how that's working, this is what I keep in my inventory. Then that's fine. We'll do that right there. 50 is good. Maybe I'm gonna go ahead and keep 35 planks. Are we really selling all of those berries each time? Is that what you're telling me? That I'm actually selling until I have only 25 berries left? Let's see if I'm going to bump this up to 50. I don't think I'm going to run out of food at the moment. Consume 9 this week, consume 5 this week. All right. Yeah, if they're willing to buy that much, okay. We'll see what they're doing. A village aspiration. So where do I do the aspiration thing? Edicts and privileges. Labor. Okay, so this is my aspiration. I'm going to go with labor. Splendor package, market splendor package, and the hedge. Let's see. I've got 6 unemployed people. Hold on a second. I've got 6 people unemployed at the moment. That is a lot of people unemployed. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe another hut, another woodcutter would not be a bad thing to have. Do we have everyone stocked so far? You need another worker. You're good to go. I think the stone cutters, I could add a couple more here. Get the stone cutter camp fully staffed. Let's get everybody fully staffed before we start adding more things for them to go do. I think that's good. And then what about the granary? I've only got 1 out of 4 people in the granary. Granted, we don't have a whole lot of stuff coming in at the moment. It's just the berries, but... It all seems to be running pretty smooth. They are clearing these out every day, it looks like. They're picking the crap out of those berries. This has got a high love. This one's average. It's just a little short distance away, but it's only average there. Average and low. Yeah, JP, I agree. They are interested in planks, so they're buying the planks up. The other day I didn't see them buying quite so many. At least it didn't seem like they were. This is full of stone. We're gonna need another warehouse. Once they fill this up, they stop working. Here comes another trader. He'll buy berries. He'll buy 12 berries, 12 stones, 12 of the polished stone. He'll buy 12 planks. It shows how many he'll actually buy. Right there. It's a limit to how much they actually purchase. He's coming through. He stops at the granary. He bought the 12 berries. He bought 12 berries. And now he's going to come down to this next spot. He's going to come down to this warehouse. I think he'll stop. Well, maybe he won't stop at the warehouse because he's not buying anything from the warehouse, right? Yeah. And off he goes. Okay. Get another residence going in here. Very good, very good. We've got to be getting close to the 20 mark here, at which time we can open farming and stuff. I think by demolishing that building, it actually saved our butts. Yeah, we're doing great financially. We're making a little bit of money. Well, we're losing a little bit of money right now, but it's going to come back up. I've got 3 people still unemployed. I need to deal with that. I guess I'm going to maybe put in another warehouse. No, we talked about sawmill, right? Let's do another sawmill. Administration, resource production, sawmill. Let's get that going, and 2 sawmills would be good. We'll see if we can keep them busy with that. 150 logs, we got 83 planks, 150 stone. The tools is the tools right now. We can't even make tools, but that's what we're going to be doing, is buying those. We're going to have to buy some of the cloth too, because we need cloth for this, and we need cloth for some of the stuff coming up in the farming as well. But that'll get all those 3 people there working on something. I've got that berry hut working. Oh, I could put 1 person in there. You're full. Full. Yep, Forester. Miner camp is good. Everybody's full. I do like the fact that they build their own homes. Where they find space for it, they put them in. I like that. And then once we can, we'll work on getting the mining stuff going too. I guess I've got to wait until I can purchase another territory. Yeah, more trees behind the new sawmill. Yeah, we could do that. We could reforest that. Sure. Okay. Reforestation. Let's go right around in here, and we'll just kind of keep this all reforested right in here. Keep our lumberjacks in the lumber, right? Right. I think that forester will cover that. I think he will. You can decide also what kind of trees you want, you know? Now, eventually I'm going to have to start ranking them up a little bit. They can't be serfs forever. We're going to have some commoners and a few other ritzy people. What I did when it asked me that and prompted me to really get busy on doing that is I took and put... any of my people running the markets, I upgraded their stature. The business owners, basically. To start with. No resources to extract. The berries. Yeah, you guys are amazing. You pick those berries every day. I don't even see another berry field, do you? We picked up a second piece of land. But I don't see another berry farm in this new piece of land that we bought. It could be here somewhere, I guess. But I don't see it. There's an awful lot of trees right there. And I think we've had this actually put on, right? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we've got this set up for residential here in just a little bit. Sawmill built. Okay, so I've got 2 people unemployed. Off you go now. We're at 33 people. We have our progressions at 19. The splendor of your village has unlocked a new tier of unlockables. Wow, we hit progression 25? It was just 18 a second ago, right? And now it's 25? Wow, that jumped quick. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Admin, church, food production. Oh, you know what we need to do. I know what to do. I'm looking in the wrong spot at the moment. Need to look up here and go to progression. Here we go. So here is our new stuff. Farming, fishing, clothing, stonemason hut. We have decorative items. We have the goods market. And then we have a contractual wage edict. I'm going to go ahead and jump into... God, I want to spend money on decorations. You know what? They're going to be done. That's episode 1. Stream number 1 of Foundation. I think it's really a cool little game. And it is, as we've mentioned in stream today, that it is very chill, very relaxed. It's just about, again, the organicness of this is just incredible how they have managed to cut their own paths throughout all this. I love the fact that the houses get kind of squished together, you know. I think that's really cool. We got a little bit of a market thing going on here. We are going to expand this and turn all of this into a market area. And we may even have some, you know, we're going to put some businesses in here. And then we'll have our houses over here still. But it's worked out really well. I'm glad you guys liked it this morning. If you're enjoying it, do hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and share on the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, a fantastic, and a superb day. And I look forward to talking to you again next time.